today's project diary, I will teach you how to grow an avocado from seed.
Hi and welcome to Project Diaries. Today I'm going to attempt to grow an avocado seed. So first off, I need to get the seed out of this.
Now, in order not to completely waste this avocado, make sure it's ripe and ready to eat. This is probably the best time to harvest the seed. Just get a knife and cut it down the centre, and be really careful not to cut your fingers. Once you've carefully finished cutting, just give the top piece a little twist and it should come off in one piece. Then carefully use a knife or a spoon to prise out the seed. If there's any avocado left around the edges, just try and scrape that off. Or you can get yourself some kitchen roll and give it a good clean. Now, this next step is a step that not lots of people do. It will help germinate the seed a lot quicker, and it will stop anything from splitting or rotting. So all you need to do is just give it a good peel, use your fingernail, just be really careful not to split the seed at all, and just take off the skin around the edges. If you waited long enough for the avocado to be ripe enough to eat, this should peel off really easy. I'm just going to speed this part up because it can take a little bit of time. There you go, all finished. Now what you need to do is pay attention to this part of the seed. You'll be able to see some fault lines splitting down some of the sides. Now you'll get 2 or 3 of these. You'll also see a piece at the bottom. This is where the avocado was hanging onto the branch, and this is where the root will come from. So get some toothpicks and make sure you don't pierce them through any of the fault lines. Try and get them into the thicker body part. You can go in at about 45-degree angle. Depending on how many fault lines there are, you can use 2 or 3 toothpicks. Try to use 3 if you can, because this will help the seed balance in the cut for the next step. Now get yourself a plastic drinking cup or a jar or anything that you can hold water in. Now there's 2 different choices here. You can have an opaque one, which is a darker sides and not see-through, or go for the see-through one, so you can check the different growth and how the seed is doing. It doesn't matter either way, but just make sure you keep topping it up with really fresh water and don't let algae form. Algae will grow quicker in a clear cup, but at least you'll be able to see if the water needs changing. For me, the clear cup is a lot easier to use. And there you go, all finished. Here's an update 3 weeks later, and again at 5 weeks. Now I am growing these in the UK, so the weather's a lot cooler, so they grow a lot slower, but around 7 or 8 weeks you should see the leaves start popping out the top. Now, as I said about the algae forming earlier, I've let this go a few weeks too long. As you can see, the water's started to go green, and the root itself's going green where the algae's growing on it. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but if it does happen, just get your fingers and gently rub the slimy algae off. Try and protect it, and then just change the water and get a new cup and make sure it's all fresh. If you leave the algae on there, it will rot the root and it will stop the seed growing completely. This is what it should look like just over 8 weeks later. And again at just over 10 weeks. So it's been really sunny over the past week, and I've let the algae grow. As you can see, it's starting to get into the seed itself, but it's quite simple to fix this. Get yourself a bit of tissue or a kitchen roll, something that's slightly rough, and just scrape it down really gently. Let the tissue paper do all the work, and you can just clean it off now. If you catch it early enough, it won't rot the seed. But luckily I've managed to get it just on time. Now, avocados seem really easy to grow. They seem to look after themselves. You just need to keep an eye on this algae problem. Now they do like clean water, but this doesn't mean you need to change it every day. Just keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't turn green. Now it's best to take your time with this, so I'm just going to speed up the footage to speed the video up. I'm just going to put it back in the old cup until the bits start coming off, and then change it to clear tap water. Make sure the water's at least halfway up to the seed.
So here we go. Now this is 12 weeks later. It's been going really well. I'm actually really surprised about this. Make sure the water's clear and the seed isn't going dark anymore, and the leaves are coming on really well. Now the only reason why these have curled over a little bit is that it did start getting attacked by green fly, so I just used some insecticide on there that I made myself. I will make another video on how to make your own cheap or really or free insecticides. But I'm going to stop the video now, mainly because there's no actual real time to transplant this into soil. It can just keep growing and growing. It's mainly down to checking on the leaves. If the leaves go yellow or anything, then I'd probably try and transplant it. But I will do another video on the update on the success of this, and I'll also do another video on how to transplant them into soil. But there you go. Really happy with that, and quite a successful thing to do. I also know that a lot of you have been asking me questions about what's updates on my other projects. But if you'd like to join my Facebook groups or Twitter, all the information's down in the description below. Just give you a sneak peek on what's coming up. I'm doing chilies, so this is how far my chili plants are getting. The strawberries, they're coming on quite well, but they are turning yellow. Now this is because I haven't made a fertilizer yet. I will do a video on making loads of different fertilizers for free, using seaweed and banana skins, etc. But I'll do that in the future when I get some time. And here's my little orange tree. Just started doing orange. I've always wanted to do an orange tree, so yeah, that's how far that one's going. But in the meantime, I'm just going to end the video there and say a massive thank you to the 500 plus people that have subscribed so far. Absolutely amazing. Just keep on the good work, and thanks for supporting me. It's been a really nice project to carry on with, and I can't wait to do any more videos. So thanks again guys, good luck growing. You take care of yourself.
If you'd like to keep up to date on all of my future videos, don't forget to subscribe now. Click any of these images to see some of my previous videos, and if you'd like to join any of my social media groups, check in the description below for links. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.